Caitlin, and we're going to talk to you and teach you about LEDs.
So, before we talk about LEDs, does anybody know what this is? It's a light bulb. It's actually an incandescent light bulb. And then how incandescents tend to work is the electricity goes in through a filament, which almost causes like a little kind of fire in here, which it isn't an actual fire, but that's kind of how it works. And then this will produce light and heat, which is good because we want light in our light bulb, but it can also be bad because we don't want the heat, because we don't need heat for light to be produced. So does anybody else know other things that we could use other than an incandescent to get light?
As you might have guessed, based on our topic and this poster here, LEDs are another way we can get light. And LEDs are similar to incandescent lights in that they use electricity, but instead of a filament and almost that fire that Katie was talking about, LEDs use computer technology to create light. And you might already know this, but LEDs are used in computer screens and phone screens. That's where that whole computer technology comes in. So LEDs are more efficient than incandescent light bulbs.
And then you can see that over here. If we had light bulbs, this would be an LED and an incandescent, and then the incandescent will produce more heat, so this bunny will actually melt a lot quicker than the LED one will. The LED one will maybe get like a little melted towards the top, as the incandescent will completely melt into a puddle of chocolate because it is so much less efficient and produces so much more heat.
In addition to LEDs being more efficient and producing less heat than incandescents, they also last longer, about 25 times longer actually. And to demonstrate this to you, we're going to create these little stickies, and each of you will be able to make one and take it home. And when your parents ask you what you learned at school, you can show them this and talk to them about LEDs. So how you're going to make the stickies, you're going to take an LED, a 3-volt battery, and a magnet. And Katie's going to pass that out to you. And what you're going to do is, you see how the LED here, it has 2 little legs, and one of them is longer than the other. You're going to take the short side, the short leg, and put that on the side of the magnet that has all the little bumps on it, and the long side of the long LED leg on the smooth side of the magnet, or the battery. Then you're going to take the magnet, and it doesn't matter what side you put it on, you're just putting it on there to keep the LED in place. And because the magnet can move around, you probably also want to take a piece of tape and just wrap it around there to make sure your LED doesn't go sliding all around. Now, because there's a magnet on here, obviously it's going to stick to magnetic surfaces. So you can take this home and put it on your wall if you can find a stud to attach it to. I have one in my room as a little nightlight. And it's very, very important that you do not bring these magnets near your phone or credit card. Also, don't swallow the magnets. Keep them away from little younger siblings. Keep that just out of their reach so you don't have to worry about it.
And then lastly, also, if you look at this incandescent, we pass it around, you can kind of see that there's a filament in there, which you can also see better on here, which isn't very durable, because like the filaments, they break, which can happen actually quite often. So instead, an LED doesn't have a filament, which makes it much, much, much more durable. And then if you actually look at the LED, we have it up in the microscope.
Yeah, and as you can see, in the diagram here, you can see how the incandescent has a filament, and the LED doesn't have that. And what you can see here is this little green square. And when each of you made your stickies, you probably noticed you each got a different color. Some of you got orange, some of you got red, some of you got green. And depending on the color of this little material here, this one happens to be green, that will determine the color of the LED.
And then also, if you look, there's like primary colors of light would be the red, the blue, and the green. And then if you look at like a computer screen, or we have a phone here.
Yeah, so if you look at Katie's phone here, this looks, the Photos app, this looks white probably on the outside. But when we take a look under the microscope, you'll notice how you can see all these, if I focus it. Closer. notice how you can see all these different colors other that aren't white, and what you're seeing are red, blue, and green. And because those are the primary colors of light, those are mixed together in different combinations or different intensities to create all the colors you see on this screen. So it's different from your primary colors you probably learned about in art class, in case some of you are confused about that. So, yeah.
Any questions?
Is the color of what's inside the LED makes the color of the light, or is it the type of material?
The type of material.
Okay, I thought maybe it said color. All right,
Oh, no, sorry.
all right, good. Thank you.
We have an extra time, we're going to